Hello, and welcome to the driveway. This week, I'm just going to kind of do a little update on the car situation. There's some things about Stormtrooper, and there's some things about this car I want to say. And then the rest I'll talk about what's going to be next week. So, quick update about Stormtrooper. I know I said I'd put a comment, pin a comment if I got the money. Well, I never go back and check the comments either. I got the money. They picked up the car on the Friday. On that Friday, well, actually we did the paperwork on Friday. They picked the car up on Saturday. Monday was a holiday, but the money was in my account by Tuesday. So I got the money. The transaction went fine. Now, that's not all I have to say about that, about Stormtrooper, but you'll have to stick around to the end to find out. I have news about where Stormtrooper is right now. It's interesting. But let's talk about this car for a minute, the K5. I still love it. Now, this will kind of give you an idea how much I'm driving. You know, when I bought the car, it was just a few months ago. Well, I just passed 1,500 miles. So yes, I hardly ever go anywhere. But I still love the car. One of the things, I didn't even notice it was doing this, but whenever you take the car out and go anywhere, when you get back and turn it off, it comes up with a little trip report, tells you how far you went, how long you were gone, and what your gas mileage was. And by the way, gas mileage, very important right now. In fact, this morning I went to Costco, and the line for the gas was so bad that I had to find another way out of the parking lot because they were blocking 2 of the exits from the parking lot. That's how long the line was. By the way, it was $3.69, and this is on March 10th. So in Tennessee, that was a lot. Well, actually, that was cheap. I'll probably cut all this out. But anyway, I still love this car. I have no reason to love it less. It's still doing everything I said it would do and I wanted it to do. The best feature, I think, is still the beeping and telling me when the car in front of me is pulling away. So if I'm not paying attention, I get notified that the car in front of me is pulling away, so I know to get off my ass and move. That's a fantastic feature for us old people who are easily distracted. I'm staring off. I don't pay attention. Well, why would you pay attention? Nobody pays attention when they're parked, as you all know, because you watch how long it takes people to pull away. Anyway, so I'm still loving the car. I'm not driving it much, clearly, but I'm looking forward to my next road trip, which will probably be back to see my brother and sister-in-law in Northwest Arkansas and my great-nephew, and I always have a good time over there. So that's probably going to be my next trip. And then for hopefully May, June, July, I don't know when, I'll be taking my K5 to Texas. Go see family, sister, cousins, friends, have a good time. Anyway, so the K5 still doing great. I have no complaints. Getting great mileage. By the way, did I ever get rid of Stormtrooper to get a good time? Speaking of Stormtrooper, so I told you I got the money. And then about a week and a half later, I get a letter in the mail from the City of Memphis impound lot saying that we have your car. It was impounded as part of an investigation. It just said investigation. Purposes of impoundment were investigation. I have no idea what that means, but what I do know it means is that my car is in the City of Memphis impound lot. And I go to Carvana's website. Carvana gives you 0 ways to get in touch with them once your transaction is complete. There's no click here for, if you want to leave a message, or not even to tell us if we did a great job. They just don't, there's nothing. So I can't tell Carvana where the car is. Well, I mean, on the form, I'm sorry, I should have scanned it before I did it, but I filled out the thing on the back of the form where it said, this is not my car, and this is the owner. And by the way, the owner is Carvana, and their address is in Arizona, so I don't even know. So I guess now they're going to send a letter to Arizona. So for all I know, that car is going to sit in the impound lot for another month or two. Not my problem, not my car. But clearly, Carvana did not transfer the registration. They left it in my name. And, oh, and everybody says, well, you're supposed to check with the DMV. Tennessee, it doesn't work that way. The DMV doesn't handle car registrations. The county clerk does. And you can't get them on the phone. You have to go in person. So there is no way I am going to go all the hassle just to tell them I don't own the car anymore. I have proof that I don't own the car anymore. I have the Carvana documents. So I'm washing my hands of the car. I hope Carvana gets it back. I've been periodically checking the VIN. I was hoping to see if it got listed for sale so I could report to you all what the price was, but yeah, they're not listed for sale. Okay, so that's my update on Stormtrooper. He's sitting on a police impound lot for some reason. Possibly was stolen and was recovered. I don't know. All it said was investigation. And by the way, the quotes were around the word I'm putting air quotes, but in the document it actually said investigation, had quotes around it. Okay. Next week. Let's talk about next week. So we know that because of selling Stormtrooper, they gave me a big pile of money. And I'm saving $800 a month in car payments that I no longer have to make. So I realized that I could maybe do something about this camera situation with this ZV-1, which overheats and won't record in 4K for more than 35 minutes. I think 38 minutes is my record so far. And by the way, that's one of the reasons I'm talking fast, because that's who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to the DV-1. So I need to get this recorded within a 30-minute window before the thing overheats and shuts down. So I have a big pile of money. So I went and did some more research and kept looking into cameras. So next week, I will be unboxing yet another camera. This one to be my new A camera, not to replace the DV-1, to replace this guy, the ZV-E10. The ZV-1 will become my C camera. So my new camera will be my A camera, my run and gun. Well, or maybe the ZV-E10 will be the run and gun. I haven't decided yet. Well, you'll find out all about it next week when I unbox the new camera that I bought with a chunk of the money that I got from selling Stormtrooper. So that's where we stand. The car, I'm down to one car, although technically, apparently, everyone thinks I still own a car that's in a police impound lot. I don't. It's Carvana's problem, and eventually, I hope they'll sort that out. By the way, Carvana, if you watch this, you should have some contact thing to say, like, if you have anything you want to tell us down after this deal is over, call this number or send an email to this address, because I could have sent you an email or called you and said, hey, the car's been impounded. It's in the police impound lot. Y'all need to go get it. But I have no way to contact them. So I tried. So thanks for stopping by. That's where we stand. Next week, another camera unboxing, because I'm sure you aren't sick of those yet. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.